When it comes to the war on Ukraine, which chocolate bar company is better? The one that makes Aero bars or the one that makes Snickers? Today, we're going to tell you about a new app that helps consumers figure out how different companies around the world have responded to Russia's attacks on Ukraine. We're also going to talk to a documentary filmmaker and journalist who's been on the show before, and she's going to talk to us about sort of her latest observations about what's happening. But first up, let's talk about that app. We've got Felix Hosse, who's the founder of Clear Conscience, the app that makes the company that makes the app that allows consumers to look into what companies are doing. Felix, thanks for taking a few minutes to chat. I kind of explained a little bit about the app, but why don't you tell us a little bit more about sort of why you decided to create the app and how it works?
Thank you for having me. So we are Clear Conscience. We bring out the Push to Leave app. And Push to Leave is a barcode scanning app which helps consumers identify and avoid companies which still do business in Russia. We're basically helping companies and consumers to do the right thing. And that journey for me started, roughly, almost 3 years ago. Ever since the beginning of the full-scale invasion, we started delivering night vision scopes and drones from my home country of Germany to Ukraine. And then one night we were at the border crossing back into Poland, and the lines there are extremely long. It takes roughly 6 hours at least of waiting time. And we thought to ourselves, we need to do something which scales better, which involves more people. And we had two options, basically: bring stuff to Ukraine, or try to deprive Russia of certain resources. And we realized that a lot of Western companies are still doing business in Russia and paying taxes there. And Western consumers do not like that fact. They have no way of knowing which companies are still there and which brands are still there. And the companies themselves don't know if they're being avoided or boycotted by companies, by consumers like that. So we basically bridge that gap by having a barcode scanning app. So you basically take your smartphone, just like that. You have it right here. You can scan then a product like this Milka chocolate, and you will then get a result. Well, right now the lighting is not working properly, but that's live TV right there. Perfect.
I actually did this in the
So yeah,
grocery store, and
you did it right.
like I said, I tried it with an Aero bar and a Snickers, and I brought up some information. Let's talk about that
Like,
quickly here. So when it comes to the Aero bar, it's made by Nestle. You can see the logo right on there, and it tells me the company is suspending Kit Kat and Nesquik, among other brands. It halted non-essential imports and exports into and out of Russia, stopped advertising, suspended all capital investment in the country. Nestle doesn't expect to make a profit in the country or pay any related taxables for the foreseeable future in Russia. But if they do, they'll donate those profits to humanitarian relief organizations. So when it comes to Nestle as an example, is that what you want to see in terms of how a company responds, or should they be doing something else?
they should be doing more. Whenever you operate and make a profit in Russia, you obviously have to pay taxes on that profit. That is non-negotiable in any country, but especially in Russia. Also, you cannot get any profits that you make in Russia outside of Russia back home. So in this case, Nestle would not benefit from that too. Additionally, the amount of money that they donate is dwarfed by the amount of money they pay in profit and other connected taxes. So what we want to do is we want to push to leave those companies. This is why our app is called Push to Leave, and we basically give companies the information how much money they're actually losing in boycotts initiated by consumers.
Okay. So they're saying though that they don't expect to make a profit, but you're saying they need to go further and just basically sell any buildings they have, any equipment, just get out of the country, period. Is that what you'd like
Yes,
to see?
yes,
Okay. All right.
that's
So
the case
that's
because.
Nestle.
Mhm.
Fair enough. That's Nestle Mars. So this is the company that makes Snickers and lots of other chocolate bars and so forth. It says they promise to scale back the business and will refocus in feeding the Russian people and pets. Any profits from the Russian business will be used for humanitarian causes. The company will not import or export the products. Factories and sales still operating in Russia. Um, yeah, with it looks like they're increasing revenue. You're saying in 2022 versus 2021. So, you're
Correct.
the judge. Which company do you think has taken a better step to not supporting Russia than the other one?
I would not side with either on this one, but if I had to, probably Nestle.
Okay, a tie. Fair enough. Okay, so let's talk. When we come back, I want to explore a little bit more about just sort of the app and how many people are using it. We'll be back in just a moment.